1,091 days since our last championship game. Nobody's counting, though.
Thanks, Coach.
And it was. I thought our guys, you heard them. Great job, fellas. We played against a very good Fresno State team, and they earned the opportunity to be in this game just like we did. And it was one of those battles, much like it was before. I think the way we looked at this week, there was a lot of questions about how we're going to handle playing a team back-to-back. And really how we kind of broke it down was this was a long halftime for us. We had 8 quarters of football is what we really had. We had the first game, and then we had our break in between to prepare, and then we had this game. And that's kind of how our guys looked at it. They won the battle, we won the war. That's really what it came down to, and that was the goal at the end of the day. It was how do we find a way to win this one? I've got a chance to coach on some pretty talented football teams. I think talent can get you so far. I think it'll get you some wins. You'll be above 500. A little bit of process and discipline gets you maybe to be one of the better teams. Then you got leadership on your team. And then to win a championship, you got to have a little bit of that heart. And really, at the end of the day, that will to go out there and get it done. It's hard to put your finger on it, exactly what that is. And it's not measurable, like you said. But these guys got it. These coaches have it. They do it every day in meetings. You see the 36 hours a year that we get judged on. I get a chance to see them every day. And the way the coaches grind, the way the players grind, what they do. As an example, this team, I've never had a team go full pads the last week of practice. These guys didn't bat an eye. I've never had a staff not ever ask me about why are we doing that. They never batted an eye. These guys just work. They really don't care about those things. They care about how to go out there and improve and get better. And it's really the mindset that it takes to be successful. And, we don't talk about that stuff because, we talk about scores and stats and things like that. But when it really comes down to it, that's the human factor in being around 100+ guys and coaches to where you're able to find a way to get things like this done. I think he's showed his resiliency. That's the thing about Brett, though. I don't think he's kind of looking at his completion percentage. It really comes down to wins, and that's what leaders do. Leaders don't sit there and look at statistically how they accomplished their goal. They look whether they accomplished their goal and did they take care of the people around them. That's what Brett's done. So he's done his job, and he earned himself an opportunity to be a champion. And he did it with an unselfish attitude throughout the whole entire season, which I think led to the type of team that we have because they see your quarterback and Montel's coming in, and he's playing and involved in it too. And all Brett really cared about is finding a way to win. And that's what you want to be around. Those are the real leaders that are developing, in my opinion. And somebody's got better numbers. I don't know if somebody's got better leadership qualities than he does. Well, that's guys carrying the flag. And unfortunately, guys get hurt. We've had a few key players that haven't been in there, and guys have stepped up. Alec Dane stepped up. John Bates stepped up. Matt Pistone was hurt tonight. And we're down to very little left, in the tight end position. Then the running back, Alexander goes out. And the play at the end of the game, the one that Wolpen scored on, the direct snap, he might have gotten 1 rep of that. That was Alexander's play. And we liked the play, but, how many reps, you kind of wonder that. But here's Wolpen, Ryan Wolpen, who's a senior, former walk-on, and just has all those qualities that he's going to figure it out. And he knew what to do and knew exactly what the play was and how the motion was going to be with it, what the snap count, how he was going to operate it. And I don't remember if he took a rep on it in practice. He might have. I might have missed it, but obviously we executed it perfectly. He slams it up in there, and that's what good players do. They're ready for their moment, and Ryan's been that way this entire season. So unfortunately, somebody goes down, another guy steps up, carries the flag, and that's what he did. And our defense was playing well. Their defense was playing well. That wasn't a surprise from the first game we played them. And then eventually it was a matter of, all right, we're going to hit a play. We're going to hit a shot. It's going to happen. I think we called all of our bullets tonight. And the one that we hit, the one to Said down the middle, and he was able to catch it and almost broke free. And I don't know if that would have been the best thing, but we had an explosive play, and then bang, bang, bang. You know, we're down there, we score. There's less time left. Now the pressure's on Fresno State, and they weren't able to finish, you know, when it's all said and done. So I think overall, wasn't, you know, from a clean standpoint, yes, you know, you want to go out there and win by 50 every single time. I get it. You know, that's my mindset too. But our guys came to play tonight. It was a physical football game. We beat that team. We physically beat them when it was all said and done. And that's the bottom line. I got to give our guys credit for that, because that's how it was. And the execution part of it, you know, we'll go back and we'll look at that, and we'll figure out how we're going to be better from it. But physically, when it came down to it and it really mattered, our guys got it done, and they physically beat the other team. So that's how it should be.